Hey Stan, how are you moving cameras?
My mind. You're cold. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. Take it.
we just started the podcast. I'm about to introduce you, and Stan's there going, cold, yeah.
Sorry, everyone.
Hello and welcome to the Tavern podcast. I'm joined tonight by Kaif,
Hiya.
by Dale, and by Stan.
I hit the mic. I'm sorry.
Everyone already knew Stan was here because he fucking whispered sweet nothings to Daz. All right, so
Cold, Daz. He's cold. He's cold, guys.
so we're
My foot seaweed.
as the thumbnail of the podcast is kind of given away. We're gonna briefly talk about Attack on Titan. We're not gonna go into spoilers of what the actual ending is, but we are gonna talk about it briefly.
I will start swinging if we go into spoilers.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm so behind, and I didn't. It's one of them cases of I didn't know I wanted to watch it until people started talking about it.
It was only after it finished that you were like, "Oh shit, I want this now."
I was super interested at one point, and then I fell out of interest, and now I'm interested again.
It does like shift tones a fair few times in the seasons,
Yeah.
but like ultimately, I'm happy where it went.
Because you watched the ending yesterday, and you watched it today, right?
I watched it slightly before Kaif. I think
Oh, it's a
I
race.
told him Crunchyroll is okay. You can watch it.
It came out early hours this morning, right?
It was like midnight
Oh, okay.
around there.
Yeah, I think so.
Around midnight.
Yeah.
I had like one problem getting onto Crunchyroll, and then after that, it was smooth sailing.
Was it down because of how many people were trying
Yeah.
to watch
Do you
it?
want to move chat over? Or
It's
Oh, shit.
in the past, I think for the first special,
Okay, well, that's
it
not
struggled hard, and Kaif said as well for like a One Piece thing, it went down for that as well.
Mm.
Yeah, for Gear 5 it went down.
Yeah, so for
Ah,
some like
okay.
some big events for it, it kind of breaks.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
it did a little bit to start with, but I think they had it handled. I imagine they probably knew sort of more of the influx.
Yeah, I
that
think
would
they
come
were
in.
ready for what was about to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd been like hyped up for so long with like final season, part 1, part 2, part 10.
Yeah, that was a very long final season, wasn't
That's
it?
a long. That wasn't one season. I hate to tell them, like,
They,
but
they,
got
they
that
got
wrong.
away with too much with that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like they announced it's the final season, and there was still like I think 15 chapters still to go. And I was confused. I was like, the manga's not finished yet. What do you mean final season?
Yeah.
And then
So they started the final season of the anime before they'd finished the manga.
yeah, the manga, like I mean, it still had chapters to adapt,
Yeah.
but like it was maybe 20 is a bit too much, like 15 or so more chapters because it was a monthly release. So and there was like a good year and a
Cool, I
little bit,
hate
so.
monthly release mangas.
Oh, mate, I know. Me too.
I never knew how much I hated them until recently.
What mangas do that?
Fucking Boruto.
We both decided to read Boruto.
Yeah.
And yeah, finding out that it's a monthly release and like having to wait a month because we caught up now, and obviously the new like the time skip has happened in there, and there's like a new manga. So now we're like 3 chapters in, and have to wait monthly for that. It sucks. After being able to sit there and read like 90 chapters, it was about 90.
Yeah,
right?
back to back to back 90 chapters of
So then
fucking
have to wait monthly.
pretty good
Piss,
shit, which is
I-
surprising.
I
And then-
actually think one of the reasons why people didn't like some people, vocal people didn't like the ending for Attack on Titan was partially because of the monthly release. I feel like because if you're able to watch that special, which is I think the last like 5 chapters
right.
all in one, you able to take it all in and go, yeah.
Was it longer episode?
It was about an hour and a half.
Ooh, like a movie length.
Yeah.
It
It
was
was.
full length movie for it.
It had 3. It was like 3 chapters. I don't think I should say what the names of the chapters are.
Probably not.
Probably not.
You are sat right next to me, so
I won't say what the name, but
careful.
Yeah, you can swing.
but it was like an act 1, 2, sort of 3 sort of thing, and I think it was paced pretty good. It's paced pretty good.
I'm gonna do one thing just to test.
It was pretty sad.
yeah, I can imagine it being sad.
It was fucking savage.
His original idea of an ending was going to be sadder.
Yeah.
I wish
Yeah.
it was. I honestly wish it was. I would have loved to have seen a proper despair ending. I
So,
really would have.
I watched like an anime movie recently, like last week, which was the Jujutsu Kaisen 0.
Yeah.
And the chapters for that in the manga are really good. Like it's like a prequel thing, like a year before,
Yeah.
and it's amazing in the manga. But I thought the movie was really kind of boring.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, and it is pretty much frame for frame, but I feel like it comes across better in a manga than it does.
I mean,
like,
you don't like the
movie
actual
format.
first series of Jujutsu Kaisen, do you? Like the actual anime?
not watching it. No, I don't. I can't go on with watching.
I fucking
I'm
loved
like
it.
50 chapters in now, and I'm loving like reading the manga. But like, I don't know. I think things are just fucking cheesier in the anime than they are in like reading it, and like
Okay.
things are quite corny while reading it. But
Yeah, I like the anime. I thought what was funny about the anime was that you have season 1, then you get a prequel movie, and then you get a prequel start to the series.
do you
Yeah,
for season 2? Is it
yeah.
okay?
And then you go back to normal, and I was like, what the fuck is
So
going on?
I'm
I still need to really watch it.
I'm at the point now where they're doing the like two schools against each other, like chat in the manga.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
okay.
So
Yeah.
like it's still like I think maybe coming up to the end of season 2,
Have
maybe.
you met Clap Guy yet?
Clap guy. No,
Have you not?
don't think so.
Really? Oh shit, he's the best. He's
Two
actually
schools against each other is quite early, isn't it?
yeah.
it is. It's
Yeah, that's
50
season
but
1 now, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's 50 chapters in it, so
Oh.
I'm 50 chapters in
Mate,
at the moment.
He is my- I love him.
pacing's fast.
I've actually fucking love that character so much. See, so I read Jujutsu Kaisen. I've been up to date with it since like for ages, but I actually love the first series.
So
And the best thing about the first series, apart from the actual episodes, the opening and the ending.
yeah,
is
the ending's awesome. It's so
it's
good.
incredible.
But
I love
like
them both.
I just feel like Gojo comes across a lot as a much more like intense character in the manga than he does in the like anime. I thought he was quite easy.
I thought he was quite chill when I read through it.
But then like when you
See him in the
see
anime,
him,
he's really
I
goofy.
don't like how goofy he is. He is still a goofy character, but it's
Yeah, I
just
love him in the anime.
it's,
Mate,
I
he's so
don't know,
good,
it's
isn't he?
He's
different.
fucking
He's
mental.
class. I actually love it.
I love the way he's like animated and whatnot, and like the eyes look insane. Like it's so cool. But no, like the part I'm on now is like Todo and Yuji have just like fought each other in the games thing. where
Yeah.
Todo's like I'll kill anyone that tries to stop this. But then Yuji is
Toru's the big buff guy with.
yeah. But he is his own schoolmate. He's pretty much like
Oh, okay.
if anyone prevents me from having this fight, like I'll kill my own friends.
Has he been in there for long from when you read it? Or has he only just turned up?
No, he's been in there a little bit because he has the thing with the guy with the summons first. Like,
Okay, so you have met Clap Guy.
explain
Todo.
more.
Whenever he claps, he like teleports, doesn't he?
Todo.
Yeah. The slick back dude, the big butt. Yeah, that's the dude. You never seen that?
I've not noticed any.
Even I don't.
clapping.
What?
And he doesn't clap like.
He fucking does.
Stan?
I haven't. I'm.
Oh,
I'm
am I
not,
fucking
I
going
don't know any
mad?
of this.
That's late. Oh, sorry.
Oh, there you go.
I'm so sorry.
But no, he's just like they've had this fight. He's like Todo's made up his own like memory.
Mate, he's class,
that
isn't he? I
has
love
with
him.
Yuji based on like what
He's
Yuji
so
told
fucking
his
good.
taste in women are, and he's just
Yeah.
like unlocked this memory that never happened. Like,
He's like brothers
and
with
he's
him.
like, yeah, we're best friends now, but I'm not gonna go easy on you. But then he's having this like mental moment all of a sudden,
Yeah.
and like, if you don't do this, I'll just let you die. But I don't know. There's this weird relationship thing going on there that's just insane.
Mate, he is actually one of my. I love Yuji and I love Todo. They're actually the best. They're so fucking good. Sorry, I totally spoiled that bit for you. I'm so
No, no,
sorry.
it's fine.
I was like, huh, am I going mad? But yeah, I fucking love Jujutsu
Yeah,
Kaisen, honestly.
I'm really.
I've been wanting to watch it for a while, and like rewatch it again for a while, and like I've not watched season 2.
Yeah.
I think is there a third season or is it
Not
just
yet.
no? Oh, okay. But I wanna go back and do that. But to go back to Attack on Titan, I didn't realize the first episode released over 10 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
2013 in April.
Shit, dude. Shit.
And guess how many episodes there are? I'm gonna hide my phone so there's no notes for you to see.
I think I know the answer.
86.
Close.
4 seasons.
91.
You've had your guess.
I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but if I get it
Okay.
wrong now, I'm upset.
Well,
Yeah.
go on, give your guess.
Well, no, they should have a go.
Okay.
4 seasons. Maybe there's not even 20 episodes in like the first season, so
I think the
no,
first
this
season
is
was
technically
24.
not 4. Was the first one
I think
24
the first season was
episodes?
24. Is 2 cores with 12, I believe.
Okay, then
Are you
yeah,
counting
it's gonna be
OVAs or no?
I don't know. I just looked up how many episodes. and
Okay,
they
well, if
gave
you're
me a number.
counting OVAs, I'm well.
105.
How much do you think?
I think it's 89.
So when I looked her up, it said 90, so it was literally halfway between two. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was 89.
Yeah. Look, could be wrong. You could be right. I like the confidence though, Stan.
I thought it was
I like the confidence. But I couldn't believe how many times they were able to extend the end of the thing.
The final
Yeah.
the marketing
The
was
final
a lie.
season, the final season part 1, the final season part 2, the final season part 2, part 2.
So how many episodes were they each then? They must have been quite short.
There was so part 1, part 2. There were 2 cores, so it was like 12 episodes each. Was there was a part 3?
Yeah, there was part 3.
There's part 3, and then there were the specials, which were one was like an hour and the other one was about an hour 20. Which each had 3 chapters each to them, I think.
Don't look at me.
The only upsetting part about the specials is there was no opening song.
Oh,
Yeah.
their opening song's always smashed.
I know. But the music in general throughout the final was really nice. I really liked it.
Yeah, I enjoyed them too.
They were. I've obviously not seen it. Would you say then, for somebody who hasn't watched any of them, that it would be worth going back and watching them all?
Yeah, it's a bit of an undertaking.
For
now,
how
'cause quite a lot of it,
now
but
that you've seen the ending of it, would you say it was worth it?
I would.
Because I remember seeing your tweet and you were like, "I have no words. I'm completely speechless." I'm really hoping that that's changed and you've got some words.
Like, I was really sad about it. I was like saying to Evs, like, why didn't this happen? Why couldn't you just do that? I don't know. Even though it was sad, and I'm sad about it, I don't think that makes it bad.
No.
No,
But
it evoked emotion.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I usually like it when a series kind of makes me feel emotion like that,
Yeah.
and I can feel hurt by it.
Mm.
But that's not a bad thing.
There was like a few things I was like, why? You could have just done anything else.
Yeah.
But
I think from part of it, you have to just go and take that suspension and stuff, like just let it go. Some of the things they say in a specific like monologue between the 2 characters, you're like, yeah, that is kind of dumb, but I guess I get it.
hell of a story though.
Mm.
Like absolutely crazy. You had like Eren was sort of like the hero, and then you get to season 4, and he's like the bad guy. What? Have you seen
That's
season
been
4?
that's been known for a long time.
No, I know that already.
Okay.
It's been known, yeah.
It's unavoidable. I know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen that. Like it's everywhere.
He becomes the bad guy, and like you're like, oh shit, this guy followed all the way through. Is now at this point. Oh shit, yeah.
I mean, it's no surprise from anime that made you feel like you'd lost the main character like 2-3 episodes in or whatever it was.
Was that Attack on Titan?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
Because like that's when he becomes the Titan. Like when
Oh, yeah.
he got
gets eaten.
chomped.
Oh
Saving
yeah,
Armin,
yeah, dude.
Episode
Did they
2
end
or
the
something.
episode there when he got chomped?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember the first
Well,
series
that-
when it
that's
first came
class,
out.
in my opinion. I love
Yeah.
that.
The
but-
amount of like random characters that you'd kind of like gotten to know a little bit who just died. It was insane. It was like Game of Thrones except anime and
Brutal.
I guess better to a degree anyway.
I think
So-
on the back of the manga, it's compared to like The Walking Dead.
Yeah, it makes sense
Yeah.
because Walker Dead has a lot of them
A
that
lot of
dies.
character deaths.
Without telling me, right? Like my favorite character was I think his name was Jean.
Jean, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Without telling me, is he okay?
We're not telling you.
I think he's cool.
Sorry, I think he was cool.
Sorry, I think he was.
Wow. I really like that character. 'Cause I
What are you,
thought he
are you
had a lot of
asking? Is he okay?
Yeah. Is he still okay?
We can't tell
We
you.
can't tell you
How
that.
are you? How do
So,
you? Go,
You've
I just
got-
want to see if I can gauge
Don't
from
tell
your
You've got
faces,
Stan
but-
going, I think he's cool. And then got me going, he was cool.
Yeah.
So you kind of stuck in the middle somewhere.
There's a lot of really cool characters, but my god, that ending is bloody brutal.
Yeah.
I will give it like a week.
What are you trying to say, Stan?
And I
I'm about to binge watch this just to know, like.
we'll get to a point where we'll like actually have like a full on chat about it where we can talk about it a bit more in depth.
It's fucking bit mad of an ending. Like,
Yeah.
I won't lie to you, because I had read it, of course, like a year ago now, and I knew what was gonna happen. I still sobbed like a baby, and I was still so excited for the hype moments that were gonna happen. I get really invested,
Yeah.
and I knew I was gonna be upset, and I was allowed to be upset. I let myself be upset. It's
well, you
good.
know my opinion, Stan, because like I fucking sent Stan a wall of text.
I had
actually.
Yeah.
But I saw you type, like, I was like, what did you think of it? And I waited like 5 minutes. I saw you typing, stop typing.
Still going,
I was like, it's like, oh no.
Yeah.
I
Full
mean,
review.
to be fair, unfortunately, the bit that I did tell you is kind of unclear. It's a little bit clearer in the manga. But
Have you read and
Well,
watched?
I mean, I could tell
really?
Dale without actually spoiling anything, I guess.
Oh, I
So-
like this.
When the
dangerous
when the
territory.
credits come up, there's some more scenes, but they're so small
it's really
that I
hard to
didn't
see
clock
him.
on to what it was showing me. So Stan mentioned it to me. And he was like, "Oh, in the manga, you see it more clearly."
Oh, were
You-
they like? Oh,
You're able to
right,
see
okay.
sort of,
Were they just little clips?
yeah, there was sort of pictures. They were pretty much the panels from the manga, but a little bit more extended.
I
There's
assume
more
they're, like,
progression to it.
Showing what the outcome is afterwards,
Yeah.
in a way.
Yeah, it's kind of like showing a bit of future and stuff like that. But
That's interesting.
yeah, I mean, no, I've lost my train of thought. It's gone. It'll come back.
Nice.
They'll come back.
Mid flow, like.
Yeah,
Oh my
that
god!
was
Can
this
we do one quick thing?
What?
Can we have the camera on Stan? Stan, can you lift your shoe up into camera shot?
I think this might be the third time.
Hey, new shoes.
I've learned how to tie my shoes. You can't bully me
You
anymore.
look
Chad.
like you're lifting someone else's leg up. Like,
Oh,
it's
Yeah,
such a
he's like-
natural
he's like-
position. Like,
Yeah.
oh, Stan, put my leg down.
to be fair, that
Hey,
don't
hold
look great.
Look how the camera goes, because mine and Stan's are linked on the side. It looks like he's literally got my foot. Except ignore the grey to the black. Yeah, that's good. Oh my god. All right, fuck it. We'll move on from there because we can't really talk about the rest because spoiler territory.
It was pretty hype. I really liked it. The music was good. The animation was really nice.
Who does the animation
it's gonna-
for it? Is it Mappa?
Mappa, I
Mappa,
believe.
yeah.
It's gonna affect me for so long. Like Your Lie in April.
Was that good?
Yeah.
I think like as well
So fucking sad.
it
because
Yeah.
Was there a film or a series?
I can't remember.
Oh,
It's a film, innit?
May as well have been a film.
I think like what also like leaves that mark on you is because it's such a long running one. At least for me, I got like the sort of melancholy of it's over. It's finally over for real.
yeah.
Actually, that's a lie.
I'm so fucking
I
glad
did see
it's over.
someone say,
That's a lie. There's another volume coming out very soon apparently.
no, but it's nothing to do with the main cast.
I think it's just a slight after story.
The manga
Which is fair.
finished, and I was like, "Thank fuck!" And then the anime was like on part 3, part 2,
Okay.
part
It's
1.
like
Well,
this,
look at it
this
this
is
way, yeah.
nothing.
back.
It's nothing to do with the manga, right? It's a anime spin-off.
What? Oh no, I'm talking about a manga. Like there's one more
Is it
volume of the
really?
manga coming out. Yeah.
Like, you were probably glad that Naruto was over, right? And then you were like, oh, fucking hell, they're doing something else. Like,
No,
they're doing Boruto.
I loved Naruto. I wanted more of Naruto. It finished, and I was like,
Oh, mate, it definitely, like...
and then I watched
there was enough
Shippuden
for that,
immediately
like...
because I watched it when Shippuden was.
Oh, no, not... So, like, Shippuden, I mean, like, you were
Oh.
probably glad that Shippuden's
Oh,
done now.
when
it's over.
Shippuden ended, I went, "Thank fuck that
Yeah.
was over."
But
yeah.
then Boruto come out, and you were probably like, oh, fucking hell. And then
yeah, I
when
thought
we
that for
actually
about.
read Boruto...
I thought that for 8 years, and then
Yeah,
we read
exactly.
it this year.
And then we actually read it. We're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, there can be good things that come after, like, you know.
Yeah. The anime for Boruto was shit though. Oh my god.
You ever
What
watched
is-
Naruto, Stan?
Garbage.
I've watched the first like 3 arcs, and then I meant to get back to it, and I just never have. I think
Oh.
I got to like the Chunin exams.
I watched. I
Mate.
watched all the way
mate,
to
the
where
Chunin
like,
exams
so
is the
good.
best. Oh my god, the
like,
fight.
so good.
I mean to get back
Rock
to
Lee vs. Gara, man. Holy crap.
I
It's
wa-
a
I
really
watched
all the
good
way
fight
to
with
where
Naruto.
Rocky takes the weights off his legs,
Yeah.
and then I was like, I
Did you
really
say
don't.
Rocky.
What's his name?
Rock
Rock
Lee.
Lee.
Rock Lee.
Yeah.
Rock
Oh, okay.
Lee,
Fucking
yeah.
Rocky takes the
Sorry, I thought it
weights
was
off his
broccoli, like.
slugs. Fucking
Broccoli.
boxes
Rock Lee.
Apollo
He
Creed.
takes the weights off, and
Creed.
I think I watched a bit more than that, and I was like, I'm not enjoying this.
Really?
Yeah.
Mate.
It's slow, but I think we have nostalgia.
Yeah, the problem is like
We
when you
literally
go
just have
back and you
nostalgia.
watch, if you were to watch the original Naruto now, it's actually kind of like, it's okay. Shippuden is where it's kind of like, it's a bit more mature now. Like, this is
Wait, I watched
more
like
my audience.
and this was like a decade ago. Like Tom was like, watch it, it's so good. Like
Stuck
Tom was
up.
obsessed with it.
I watched it in school.
Yeah, and I watched it like.
It's the same with like Bleach. I fucking love Bleach, but watching it, going back and watching through all of that again, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
There are some rough
garbage.
I
parts of
read
Bleach.
through it recently, like semi-recently, and I loved it, but like, ish. But it's the same with a lot of those, where even One Piece, I don't think I could watch through One Piece again.
Same.
One day I'll
Like, you
I'll
watched
get
it
that.
recently, didn't you?
Well, I mean,
like, sorry, when I say recently, I mean last 3 years.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think we smashed through it. Evs was like, "Oh, we'll watch One Piece," and then I started noticing we had missed like key details, so we sacked off One Piece and just watched the normal one. Yeah, it's fun.
You caught up now?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Really?
No, I've been caught up for ages.
Oh, nice.
That's a
That's a
massive
big
challenge.
one.
The
yeah.
Wano arc has finally ended. The longest fucking arc ever.
It wasn't like the Dressrosa like stupidly long as well though.
It's longer than
It was
Dressrosa.
long.
Is it?
It's so much longer.
But that's mentally long though.
Yeah,
Like,
it was really cool. I always said like because I didn't mind Dressrosa because you could just watch all the way through it, and I was like, I can't imagine if I'd have to wait a week for that every time. And then there was Wano. But some of the animation was just amazing.
I
Absolutely
wanted
incredible.
to like catch up with the anime purely just to watch that, because the animation and the impact frames and all of those things are just absolutely
Do
phenomenal.
you know?
Works of art, honestly.
Do you know if they've stuck with the same studio for the whole like
They have they?
the whole? No, do you know if they have?
Oh, no idea.
no, I doubt it. Based on like what I can see, I don't think so.
Well, you always see that stupid cat at the beginning, right? So it must be.
Isn't that
We'll have to look. into that one.
Funimation?
I think that might be
The
No.
cat isn't
Yeah,
the cat Toei?
Oh yeah.
Toei it is. Yeah.
Isn't Toei
Because
just the
Funimation
producer?
has like a bunch
Wait,
like
is
there's just
Toei, is
letters.
Toei the people who make it, or are they like the producers? Because doesn't Toei make like Dragon Ball as well?
Toei does make Dragon Ball, yeah. The cat reminds me of Toei, so I'm not sure. I don't know. All I'm saying is, if it's stuck with one studio for over 1,000 episodes, that's pretty cool.
That makes sense.
Because of course, Attack on Titan had to switch.
It would be very cool. Oh yeah, 'cause it did, didn't it?
They were with Madhouse, was it?
Was it Madhouse to
Was it-
start off with,
was it
and then they went to
Madhouse or-
Mappa?
Yeah, went to Mappa finished it.
Toei Animation is.
Did people actually make it?
Mm.
Yeah,
really?
But
they've
I
made
think they've gone through different ones.
Really? Fucking hell. Oh. Wow.
Guess they like the IP.
Yeah.
I suppose why not?
Yeah.
Think it
It's
does
made them
well.
fucking buttloads of money. Why not?
One day
Cool.
I'll get to it, but honestly, when you talk about these really, really long arcs, I'm like, I don't know if I can do that.
I would
I don't
honestly recommend reading it.
I don't think I'd ever watch it. I think
Honestly,
it's too much.
Stan, it's a good watch.
It's
Like,
just
it
a
do-
long watch.
I know, but like people was like, oh, so many episodes. It's like cool. You don't get that post anime trauma then. You know what I mean?
You ready to invest 20,000 minutes into this?
But it's just something you can watch in your free time every now and then and be like, it's also something you can look forward to. It's like, oh, I still have 900 episodes left. I can watch this tonight, you know?
Nah, the real issue is that there's just so many ongoing things, like ongoing series, that I just haven't caught up with.
I hate binging an anime and then it ends.
I like.
You
that.
don't get that with One Piece.
I like the 20, 30 episode animes. Like
Yeah, but I watch
Yeah.
20, 30 anime episodes and then you get to the end and it's not over.
You
But
ready to
I
watch
like having closure.
333
there's never
hours
closure.
of
But I like
One
it
Piece.
though. That's the thing.
There-
I
there's
like
never
it when
closure.
there's an
Over
ending.
there.
You know.
Bloody hell.
I like it. And I know
13,
eventually there's going
almost
to be an outcome
14
for this,
days
but like
straight of it.
it
That's a
isn't
lot
yet,
of
so-
anime. It's a lot of anime.
Bye, Daz.
Bye, Daz.
Bye, Daz.
Try, mate.
I love you, Daz.
Don't be too cold.
Yeah, just don't be cold, Daz.
Easy.
Love
Easily
you.
solved.
Bye.
Barely. Ta-ra. All right, cool. Let's move on.
Wait, what's
So-
your favorite arc in One Piece?
Oh, Water 7.
You
I don't
watched
have an
already?
opinion.
Mate, honestly, read it. It's fucking class. Water 7 is the best.
I think it's got to be Wano, mate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that I'm with you because I think the character progression and like fucking Usopp in that is just he
It's
instantly
incredible.
became the best character in the series.
Mate, Water 7 and the bits, like, because they called it the saga, didn't they? It was like Water 7 and then the Impel Down.
Impel Down.
And then I can't remember the bit after it with,
It's the Marineford. No, not
Was it? I
Marineford.
think-
It's what's that other place called?
I don't know, it's the bit with Whitebeard and the whole
That is
attack.
Marineford.
I think it's Marineford.
Yeah, I like that
Those
one too.
three,
That one was hype.
that,
But Water 7 was so
actually,
good.
I
I'm
also
not,
like the one after the time skip and they were just busted OP.
Yeah.
And then they got I can't remember what comes after that.
the end of Marineford after following all of that is
It was just there was so much emotion in
soul
like
destroyed.
Water 7 in my opinion. Like this
When you meet Frankie,
Usopp.
fucking
I don't
Soga
care much
King.
for Frankie, he's fine.
Early Frankie was good, but
But-
Soga King, fucking.
But not only that, like the emotions I felt over an inanimate object. I was
Mate,
like,
I know.
how
Oh,
can
mate.
it kind of evoke this like
Annie's lobby.
What
Yeah,
what
it's
an
lobby,
animate
yeah.
object?
The boat.
boat.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
I just couldn't believe it. Like that manga frame is just like heart wrenching, man.
Oh, it's so good. I love it. There's so much to get through, but those moments are just absolutely masterpieces. It's amazing.
I love anything with Robin in it.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Is there a particular reason? Or two particular reasons?
Just love Robin.
Yeah.
It's such a dark sense of humor, like.
Yeah, it's nice. She's cool.
I liked Frankie before he became a mech.
Yeah, Frankie's really weird now.
Yeah.
He's very
Yeah.
Not my kind of character. Usopp's my favorite.
I love Zorro.
yeah, I do like Zara as
I'm
well.
a filthy Zorro simp. I love him.
Mm.
Although I did not love in the live action when he was a child, because that was not acted very well.
No, the child actors were bad.
The child actors were terrible in that.
Yeah. But I mean, the scene with Mihawk and whatnot was actually quite cool.
Yeah, Mihawk
That was quite well done.
He looked amazing. He
Yeah,
looked
but
really
like
good.
I mean, like the whole scene with like never losing again kind of
Yeah.
thing. Like I thought
Oh,
that
it was
was
good.
actually quite good.
It's better in the anime. But
It's definitely better in the anime, but I
but-
think they did a good job of adapting it.
okay, we're moving on now because I want to hear Stan mad. So BlizzCon was this last weekend, and they announced a lot of different things. They announced new WoW expansions. They announced Classic Plus. They showed cinematics. They showed fucking all sorts of different things. There's a mobile game. There's all this shit. Sounds like an advert. Sounds like I'm plugging all of this now, but no. It was a lot of different things. And we'll start with the mobile game because quite a few people have played it. The Warcraft Rumble. What are you thinking of it? Because I
It's
know you've
alright.
played it. I know you've played it.
Yeah, it's alright.
It's fun.
It's
I
okay,
kind
innit?
of enjoyed.
Yeah, it hasn't tried to funnel money out of me yet. You know what I mean? Like I watched people play Immortal, and you kind of you were like, I kind of have to drop money on this. This is taking the piss. But Rumble doesn't have that yet. But I do have that inkling, like when your minis start getting to like the higher levels, that's when it's gonna be like,
Well, I saw like it's literally at the point of like level 15, 16. It starts costing like 6,500 XP.
Fucking
Really?
hell.
Yeah,
that's the jump.
yeah. I don't know whether that's just a leader unit or what, but
Because they're at the moment, like mine are like level 8 or something like that, or close to it, and the XP is like 65.
oh god, no, mine are like level 12. Like I could check for you now what it is to like level up certain units
Yeah,
because like it jumps like.
While Dale looks this up for anyone who has no idea what I'm on about
I mean, I knew it.
or
I
what we're on
fucking,
about.
I fucking knew it. I was literally like, I
Just you wait, mate.
I was saying to myself, I was like, this is not trying to suck up money from you, and I was like, maybe they want you to get really, really, really invested in the game, really enjoy those dopamine hits of something leveling up,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and then they slowly start taking it away from you, and then you start spending money.
And they have
So
the
that
hooks
is the
in you.
case then.
No,
Pretty
but the bonus is like obviously it doesn't like the ratio isn't good enough for it to kind of like scale with the exact kind of thing, but I've already
Okay,
done.
the game is Clash of Clans, except for Warcraft
Yeah,
stuff.
Clash Royale. innit?
Clash Royale, that's the one. I keep saying Clash of Clans. Clash Royale.
So
it's
my
like little
level
units
13
you level up. and everything.
Grommash now takes 675. But when I was watching,
That's the leader, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was watching someone like who had like a level 16 unit, and it was like 6,500.
Fucking hell.
So like I don't know
Mental.
whether it's just certain units or
So it's like a PvP kind of game where you just fucking drop units onto a map where they race towards the enemy.
Yeah.
And you
it's,
fight against each other like
it
that.
clearly starts jumping because like my level 11 unit takes 375. So another like 300 experience for like 200 levels later.
Probably double
It's
every
gonna
level.
start like jumping, like big jumps. But they give you more experience.
yeah, your
for,
account
like,
has to be a high
quests
level
and
to get
stuff.
more experience.
Oh, that's where it is. Is it?
Yeah.
So, but I've got like 3 teams on the go with like rare heroes now.
Yeah. So like, that's where it's gonna suck the money out of you, especially because if you pay money to level up these minis, you get a blatant PvP advantage.
Oh, I can collect my free experience.
Well, the one I've kind of like given it a go here and there. It seemed pretty decent, but there was a very obvious when your units get to a certain level, they are just objectively just way better than the other ones. I thought with PvP, I was like, I'm gonna go in and go against some dude who's dropped like $5,000
Yeah.
and just get my shit stomped in.
Yeah, but
I was
that's
like,
the thing. Like people are going to be way ahead of you if they start spending money.
100%. Like I was like, I have no interest in that. But they did that, and some people seem to be really enjoying themselves. I don't know if there's anyone in our group who's dropped fat bank on it yet,
I won't be spending a penny.
but I imagine somebody's probably gonna.
I ain't touching it. I ain't touching it. I
I
honestly.
was expecting.
Because you know what will happen.
You have, haven't you?
Well,
You've dropped money on it already, haven't you?
I bought one of the small packages,
Yeah,
yeah, for like the leader that I was using at the time. I bought the Grommash pack, so
Yeah, okay.
Which one's that? The £1.49 one?
it was like $4.49. or
Oh,
something.
he's
Oh,
already.
no.
But it gives you like 2k.
He's already
coins,
in.
so I
Dale's
bought,
like, I've dropped a £5. What's another?
I know, and then what's another 5? I was telling you, like it starts off like 150, then like. Lon's seen that I spent money.
You have what?
It's
Mate.
it's £5.
A month's time, it's £50.
As
2
far as
months'
I
time,
know-
it's $7,000.
Or someone said the level is set in PvP.
Oh, there you
not
go.
sure about
if
that.
the level is set, then but no. So the level can be set, but the thing is, you've got to like level your guys up and like increase the rarity so that you can get the different like
Passives.
passives on them. Yeah,
Okay, so there's still an
So
advantage to
there's
level
an
up.
advantage to having them at like a higher
Yeah.
level or like higher rarity. You can have a high rarity, low level, but the chances are that they're going to be a high
Is
level.
the rarity the stars? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And it goes to 3 and then that's capped at 3, is it?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Probably going to be more.
Maybe.
But
Oh no, it's 3. No. So I got 3 stars for what's his name? Fordrin?
Tyrion.
Tyrion Fordring.
I
Yeah,
got 3 stars for him and then unlocked the talent, so I think that's how it works.
yeah. So
And then I think the next one
it's not
unlocks
even
a
that.
5.
I think it's like
And
you
then-
get the 3 stars, then you unlock a place to put a talent. You then have to like get the talent on like the random
grids,
unit
yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
and like hopefully find the good talent for him, and then do it that way. But
I can imagine for me it'll stop being fun when the grinds get too high and then I'll just quit.
yeah,
Back to Sudoku.
Sounds about right, to be honest. You've been playing a lot. All the way through EGX, you were playing that, weren't you?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I'm still playing it at home as well.
You actually.
Yeah, I actually fall asleep playing Sudoku.
Why?
So now I just realized when it's not pen and paper and it's digital, I'm fucking good at it.
It's like 3 goes here. No, no, here. Okay, here. Okay.
Yeah.
That's I would just brute force them.
I'm literally like on like the highest difficulty possible.
Ah,
I'm like,
you know.
I'm so fucking good.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's basically Rumble's basically a gacha game at this point. It's gonna like
It clearly is.
It's gonna
like
get to the point.
they're gonna release more units, and you're gonna have to either buy them straight up, or you're gonna have to.
I
pull
wish.
them in a
well, no,
box.
it's because the way it works is you have a board that has like different units on there, yeah, and you use the coins to like buy a unit off that board, and that's like, oh, it's only 90 coins, but then like anything on that like column or row, yeah, will then disappear and it knocks down, but you can pay extra coins to move them to a different one, so you can keep them on the board and still buy both units, yeah. So you're spending more coins just to move one, so you can buy both of them, and it drops down, and then like the next ones will come down, but it's gacha in the sense of like it's random what drops onto the board next. So
It
you
sounds
could
like
keep
gacha
like
with extra steps.
yeah, but you keep purchasing the different things in hopes that the one you want turns up on the board.
I feel like I'm watching Stan explain why he spends money on Genshin.
Yeah, and then
I don't spend money on Genshin. I don't
he's
need to.
far enough in Genshin now that he
Well,
doesn't need to
okay.
spend money.
I spent a little at the beginning, mainly the battle passes,
Really?
and that's about it.
How much would you say you spent on Genshin?
I wait for the smile to creep up when he remembers the number.
I think under a K at least, but that's more than you probably should.
That is definitely more than you
Wait,
probably
when did it
should.
come out?
It's 3 years old now.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
That's a lot of
Sorry, I
money.
just made a weird noise.
For
Sorry.
In all fairness, when
Maybe
Genshin
600,
first come out,
700.
I spent £100 day one.
Oh goddamn!
the only
Quite a few of us fucking dropped.
I was
decent
super
amount
excited
of
for
money on it.
Genshin.
the
and
only thing I do.
I played a lot of it. I haven't spent a penny on it.
There's a lot you can do for
Oh,
free.
it's been so
Honestly,
much
it is above the rest when it comes to content. Every 6 weeks there's a big patch.
And that's when
Something big.
Stanley gets paid and gets to drop money on it.
Well, now I stream it, so I it's cool.
Oh, it's a business, it's a business expense now.
No, at the moment I literally only just get the battle pass, which is like a tenner.
I enjoy the story. I don't see the point of unlocking new characters.
It's fair.
Oh, because they're cool.
Is that it?
If a cool character comes out, I want him. He looks cool.
Like all of their abilities are sort of like
The same.
samey.
Yeah.
I don't care if his design is cool. I want him.
If they have
Okay.
fat tits.
But
I want
I'm
them.
struggling with Genshin at the moment, so I'm finding it really difficult to kind of like. I want to continue with the story, but clearly my team needs to be upgraded, so I need to do some of the grindy stuff, and I can't be asked for the grindy stuff.
No.
No.
I think that's one of
So
the
I'll
problems.
spend money. No, I'm joking.
Okay, so we're moving on to the next topic, which is about the cinematic that made Josh cry.
I can't believe he said, "Oh yeah, I watched the cinematic and it evoked so much emotion." Like he was like, I cried, and then me and Glenn were watching it with Stan, and me and Glenn looked at each other and went, "This is shit."
We literally, before we started the podcast, we were talking about this. And I was like, "Oh, we're gonna talk about this and this and this." And I mentioned the cinematic, and I was like, "I've not seen it." So we all collectively sat here and watched it, and I was like, "It looks really nice."
I'd like to change my opinion.
Okay.
So, we were like, obviously, how did he cry at this? Well, clearly he's invested in the character, yeah. And the character's having a hard time, and it is emotional. It's meant to be emotional, yeah. Well, I just said like I almost cried over a manga panel of a boat going down.
True.
Like, so, yeah, I take. Sorry, Josh.
I don't have shame for him doing it. I'm just pointing out. what he did.
Nah, there's so much like
The music's sad though.
The boat I understand,
music's sad.
right? But like
I understand the
love
boat
it.
dying.
You're
but
okay
not-
to cry over a boat. But
there's
Josh,
more
you
emotion
cry
to
over
that
this
boat
character.
dying, especially when it's like, "Thank you." You know what I mean?
Don't, man.
But like with Anduin, he's just like, you're meant to. He's daddy issues. You're supposed to cry over his daddy
more
issues.
than daddy issues now.
it's-
It
It is
is
daddy
more than
issues.
daddy
No,
It's PTSD.
it's because he
There's
was
a lot of shade.
It
It's
was
because
the
he got
PTSD
corrupted.
from doing dailies at the mall.
and
It's been so long, right? The fact that another man touched his arm and he's having daddy issues over it. Oh no, my dad's back. You know what I mean?
I think if Shyamalan was actually able to tell a decent story, then I would understand the impact of it more. But while he was corrupted, which is where the PTSD comes from, he didn't really do anything that negatively impacted people. Really,
What, when he was under control?
yeah, he didn't really.
Didn't he kill a lot of people?
No, not really.
That person right there says it's pretty messed up being forced to kill repeatedly.
He didn't really. Well, any killing that he did was never shown in consequence of anything.
So he might have just
The
done
only,
it
the only
anyway.
one that you could argue that he almost killed was the Archon, and they didn't even die.
Did you fight him in a raid?
We fought him in a raid.
Yeah, he killed a lot of people then.
Well, okay, but sure, but that's not canon. Look, I would get it if, say, he turned around and accidentally killed like Jaina. Like I get why
Yeah.
he'd be so much more upset.
If there was
Yeah,
a
'cause he wanted some of
very
that pussy.
serious-
But
Mate,
he
who doesn't
he
want Jaina?
didn't
Like, come on, dude.
So
Oh my
I
goodness Christ.
think it's a good
Jaina
cinematic.
was a big crush
getting
of mine when I was
control,
young.
losing
Holy
losing
shit.
that battle. I think is more what he's upset about,
But
which is
like,
fine.
The
But
book has got like all about how he doesn't want to like be part of this anymore.
Which
He wants
book?
out. The one.
was this a Sylvanas book?
Is it the Sylvanas one or the?
All I'm
It
going to
was
say is
before
if
the
they
Storm,
if
which
they
came out
explain
ages ago.
if they
I can't
explain a
remember.
story
There's
in a
one where
book,
he's
it's
clearly,
not
like,
good
wants out,
storytelling.
and then
No?
Books should be additive. They shouldn't be compulsory to understand the story.
I think it just adds more to his mental at the moment.
That's fair, but
Like-
I shouldn't. I shouldn't. Maybe my opinion's bad on it, but you shouldn't have to go. Oh well, have you read the book? I feel like
it's
that's
valid.
not. I don't think that's a fair.
It was a
I
beautiful
don't think it's fair.
cutscene
Yeah, fuck read
that
it.
looked really, really
Oh, it
nice.
looked amazing.
But
the
it
CG was
wasn't,
great.
Like you
Actually
said
looked
earlier.
unbelievably
Yeah,
good.
It's
It was
not an
so
expansion
cool.
reveal cutscene.
The
like,
CG they did is incredible. Like the close up of Anduin's face, they look insane. But
Yeah.
it's literally a one scene cinematic. Just look at Dragonflight. There's so much that happens in that cinematic. You got Stony Boy. You got more Stony Boy. At some point, Stony Boy falls. Then over time, Stony Boy is weathered. Then there's fucking dragons.
I mean,
Oh,
That's
that
a-
cutscene.
that's
a
a
while to
good
come back.
cutscene to show what the expansion's gonna be. But I didn't really care about that cutscene either.
You didn't care about
No,
Stony
but
Boy?
it was still hype, wasn't it?
That was
The
the
idea-
God dude,
It's
the
right?
idea of a
what they show
cinematic.
in, like this is the new land. This is where we're going.
Yeah,
That's
the idea
really
of a
cool.
cinematic is to hype you up to buy the fucking game. That was a
Yeah.
conversation between two characters.
I really
Like, if you want people to come back and play WoW, then you did not impress me. I was impressed by the Dragonflight trailer. I was like, I'm not gonna play it anyway, but
Yeah, you tempted though.
yeah, I was like dragons.
Dragons.
Yeah.
the dragon flying's really
But-
cool.
Anduin talking to Thrall is like, okay,
It's like you have just done a story where you're like with Thrall following Anduin's footsteps. Like this is you complete the quest and then this cutscene happens. If you did all of that and like you went and did all this different shit as well, I feel more invested then. Not just randomly fucking going on YouTube and being like cutscene and then watching that.
So this Dragonfly expansion, by the way, has it had any impact on what's coming?
No, not really.
No.
So that's what bothers me.
That's what I'm annoyed about Dragonflight
Yeah.
with.
There
I
is
just
so
want
much
to
to
quickly
it.
say I love the WoW books. I really do because I see the comment there about like it not being the lore in the lore in the books is good, but it shouldn't be like, oh, you want to understand Sylvanas' motives, read the book. That should have been in the besides. But no, the Dragonflight stuff is really stupid because they set up these primal incarnates and they
They've
put
three patches with one of them in there.
yeah, pretty much. And
It's all the fire one. That's just
the
shit.
issue is it's an interesting concept going, oh, the Titans are wrong. Don't listen to them. And then we kill one. The other three get out.
Yep.
One turns to our side. The other one sods off in the mega dungeon. You don't see him again. And now we're left with the stupid fire one.
Wait, is the ice one on our side though?
Yeah.
Mega dungeon sounds so stupid to me.
Didn't know that happened.
It's not just a dungeon.
And
it's a mega
it's
dungeon.
like,
not
okay,
even
we'll
that
introduce
mega.
these new characters, fine. You don't have to kill them right off the bat, but at least give us a little bit more of those crumbs of what you're talking about with all the Titans being wrong. Because all I'm being told are these people are
We
angry at
literally
the
have a
Titans. and
psychotic
that's it.
one who's like, I'm really strong, I'm going to go do stuff, and then an ally, which is disappointing. It had a really good build-up, but it's like with a lot of things in life, people and media, they just can't finish.
And I'm just a bit upset with it because now that because it's being confirmed that it's just 2 patches. Point 2, that's it. That's
That's
where it
sad.
ends.
I
And that
feel like
pisses me off.
They
'Cause, like,
had a lot. They could have wrapped this up nicely before moving on to
the
something
story.
else. It was
I feel
really
like
good
I
to
think
start
you
off with.
said it. I feel like the story is only just really starting, getting into its stride, and
Literally.
and they're like, okay, we're moving on the World Soul Saga. We're gonna wrap every other tie up, and it's like,
Why?
was it dragons?
Yeah.
They would big up.
I loved all this dragon shit. It was class.
It was really really cool.
I had such a good time with it.
It was nice to be in a more
cool.
grounded story instead of the existential dread of how like the cycle of death is a stupid. Oh, never mind. But like
Yeah.
it was nice and grounded with the dragons, with characters that we know, and an island that we've heard of.
I agree.
And they introduced these new cool dragons, and then they're like, okay, we're moving on to the war within. We're going underground, boys.
It doesn't make any sense. It's literally building up all of this and then cutting it short to be like, oh, cool, new story. They could have made it really organic, but they've literally just gone, wait.
I
stop it.
absolutely adore WoW. I love its lore. It's the reason I get so passionate. But like some of these decisions
cry at
confuse
Anduin?
me. I cry at Anduin.
Yeah.
I get a bit emotional to his PTSD because I think that's pretty cool characterization
Yeah.
for
And
it.
you know he's got
But-
PTSD because he did the Britney Spears haircut.
But the issue is, especially with that cinematic, is it doesn't really do anything. They're like, there's a new threat coming. What's the threat? You're not going to tell us. Oh, what's this voice we're hearing? You know what it is. We played
Stan,
BFA.
We knew what it was because it said in brackets in the
World Soul.
subtitles, World Soul.
I don't understand. I don't understand how these characters
Yeah,
don't
it's really
know
strange.
what's happened. We had a whole thing about collecting the blood with the speaker Magni speaking for her to like everyone. I don't understand that bit. I don't understand how they go, I don't know what this voice is. I don't know what's going on.
It literally doesn't make any sense.
That's confused me a lot.
It was basically like 2 fucking expansions, really, wasn't it? Because I know BFA was all that, but we had that full expansion of that where it was all about talking to them, as you said. All this expansion at the end of Legion with the sword going in and hurting her and everything like that, and as you said, they just fucking moved on and then they suddenly come back.
I don't know
BFA
if like,
2.
I don't know if like I'm gaslighting myself into thinking, oh yeah, no, we convinced ourselves that we know that Azeroth is a world soul, so all the characters must have to know.
Well, they do
like-
because they told them.
But like Magni, it's like I'm confused.
With Magni being the speaker, surely.
He spoke to many prominent people. I don't know how
Yeah,
that
wasn't- he
information
spoke
didn't get
to-
to everyone else.
Khadgar as well, right?
Yeah, Khadgar took a backseat in BFA.
He told a lot of people.
He did tell a lot of people.
He wouldn't shut the fuck up about
It's
the
true.
amount
You're
of people he
you're
told.
on your little flight path off to Aldir. You know, the wounds hero. We need you to go to the wounds. I was like, well, you got a raid to get to, mate.
It feels stupid to like make it play it off as them characters don't know if it's information we already have. Like it's just the impact isn't there then.
It also doesn't make sense that there's shamans in the world who talk to the fucking earth and ground and everything, and they're like, "Wait, who's this? Oh, private number. I don't know who it
I
is."
just thought it was a rock. Like I
Yeah,
thought they were talking
literally.
to rock.
They're just like, "Oh, sorry, boys, new phone call." Oh yeah,
You-
I'll
like-
talk to you in a bit.
Even if, right, the characters weren't informed that that's the world soul, makes it a really fucking stupid cinematic, doesn't it? It's
Yeah,
like
that's what bothers me.
from a viewer point of view, it's like why
yeah.
like everyone watching knows. We all know. So why try to build up this mystery of something that we literally know?
I mean,
Put an
even
enigma
if
there
you
that
don't
everyone knows
know,
about.
they spell it out for you. Because in the subtitles on, you can see that it's the world soul saying it.
Yeah. I think this like 3
If only they could read the
If
subtitles.
only they could read the subtitles.
I think this
Man.
trilogy thing is going to backfire on them because
Such
they're going to
a
be
bad
shorter
idea.
expansions, right?
Oh, they definitely have to be because, again, that ruins the hype for me. It's like, oh, the last Titan, that sounds cool. I love Titan lore.
That was
oh,
one
but
of the things I was
but
gonna
wait
bring up as
wait
well.
6 years.
Yeah, but they've said too much on the expansions
Yeah.
already.
Because
They've
in
said
at
too much.
BlizzCon, they specifically said, for any viewers who are listening and don't know, they said that the next 6 years of WoW are here, and they're like, boom, boom, boom. Here's the 3 expansions we've got coming out. We've got this one coming this time, this 2 years later, this 2 years later. So literally, next 6 years of WoW has already been shown. We already know the name, which, in my opinion, the name used to be always be something that was quite exciting. Because you get the name, you're like, oh, fucking Legion, oh, Warlords of Draenor, oh, fucking
is, like,
Pandaland.
the hype
it was
around
always great.
The hype around expansions, they always hype an expansion and immediately you get pre-orders, right? But like they've already informed people they're probably going to be coming a little quicker. I don't think the hype's going to be there.
Talk about next.
The 3.
Okay, so the hype's not going to be there to like continue buying expansions. I don't know. I just feel like
yeah.
the only thing going through WoW I felt was expansion hype.
Yeah.
Being like, oh, I'm going to play again.
Yeah.
Because
There's so many times it's like I'm done with the game. There's an expansion. I was like, one more time.
well, they dropped it. Then we're like they went, hey, this is it. This is all the stuff that we're showing you, all the teasers. Here's the pre-orders. Go get it. And then you'd be excited for that coming up. And then they're like, bam, 3 expansions. Fucking pre-order this. 2 years time. Imagine if fucking like they basically do what Marvel did, where they're like,
Yeah.
here's the one film, here's what it's called, here's the next, here's the next.
They're probably
it's
trying
not
to
exciting.
capitalize on that a little
More
bit
than
as well.
likely. It's fucking shit.
So you
Go on, Dale.
mentioned pre-orders, yeah.
Yeah.
And me and Stan both looked at each other at the same time. So like,
I hate what they're doing.
what they're doing. So like, the bonus is the level boost is now on all tiers of pre-order. Yeah. Wow. So
That's
Right.
a great.
That's
Oh
something.
my god! Don't
But
even need to
you
pay
get
for
the-
a
yeah,
level.
for
for
the
£20
highest.
more than the base game, base expansion. So it's £80.
8, something like that, the Epic
Yeah.
Edition or whatever.
You get 3 days early access to the expansion.
I absolutely hate this trend in every game that's coming out. Oh, give us a little bit more. You play the game a little bit early. I hate it.
3
It's
days
absolutely
early access
awful.
to an MMO.
So basically,
I don't like.
they've just tried to normalize you spending 80 quid for an expansion because nobody's gonna buy the 60 quid when I wait 3 days unless you literally can't get out of work.
Yep. And the worst
Dirty.
thing is that we know full well that, say I buy it and I'm playing 3 days early, which I'm probably going to end up doing because I'm a dirty fucking whale.
I'm going to do it for content, so I'm going to have to do it.
Stan's doing it as well. And then imagine we're both sat here playing it and you're sat
And
in the
then it's
middle like,
Dominoes.
I want to play it, I want to play it, I want to play it. You'll
Instead
buy
of
it,
Blizzard
and then someone
FOMOing
else
you,
will buy it, and then someone else will buy
they're
it.
making it so your own friends are gonna FOMO you.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
How
But
dare they?
Can I just like double check this? Did Final Fantasy 14 have some kind of early access as well though?
Oh, shoot. They did have a
They
little bit
did,
of
right?
Relax. They
For the
did.
newest one.
They did, yeah.
Yeah.
They get away
Oh,
with it.
was
But
there
I
like
think
a
that was
weird-
just. I think that was just
Oh.
You know
regular.
what?
That was just regular
I didn't
pre-order.
question it then either.
That was just
but I
regular
still-
pre-order though.
I get that.
It's the extra
It's-
charge. I feel.
The extra
Wait,
charge.
did you get
sucks.
early access for
for
just
pre-ordering?
Just
you
for
got it.
pre-ordering,
Yeah.
Just pre-order,
you got
yeah.
to play a couple
So
days early,
we-
which
we
I
ignored
think
it then.
I think they mainly tried to do that more for like instance queue blocks,
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
which makes more
And it
sense.
was
But the
still
fact that
terrible.
it was pretty bad.
It was
There
bad.
was what, like 6-hour queues,
Yeah.
whatever.
But then in that case, if you don't pre-order, you're not really that interested in the
yeah.
early access.
Yeah.
Because in the case of WoW, if you pre-order the base edition, you are interested in playing as soon as you can.
Mhm.
So they're literally trying to
But
get an
there
extra
is
20 quid
no-
out of you.
Yeah.
It should have just been the same as that. If they were going to do an early access, pre-order it, get early access.
Oh,
not
you also
buy
get
the-
4 days
you
early.
also get access to the beta
What? Of,
Yes, you do.
of the
expansion?
expansion. If you pay the extra 20 quids, you not only get into the game 3 days early,
your way
but
into
you
beta.
also get into the beta.
I always saw like content creators would play the. Obviously, content creators going to play the beta because it's like it's content, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've always been like, man, anyone who's not a content creator, you're literally just you're gonna kill the hype for yourself.
I don't even want to fucking do it.
Yeah, you're
I'm
gonna
like, I want to be excited when the game comes
I
out.
the
think
game
I
will come
got-
out and you're like, I don't want to do this again.
I think
That's
I got
exactly
beta
it.
for Dragonflight, but it was like I don't want to touch it. I don't want to spoil it for myself.
Why would you want to spoil that experience?
I-
It makes no sense.
On a side note, I absolutely hate the WoW communities like with PTR. Everyone talks about story beats like everyone knows and everyone touches the PTR. I got spoiled so hard on so many plot points in Dragonflight just because the PTR's up. And it pisses me off how it's normalized.
Go on, Stat. Tell us how bad it pisses you off.
It really pisses me off because I want to
Yeah.
experience it. I want to play it. I don't want someone to
Yeah,
go,
these
oh
dirty
yeah,
bastards spoiling it for you. That must
oh yeah,
really annoy
this
you.
happened. It really annoys
That
me.
must really get you angry.
Really,
Go on.
it really annoys me.
Go on, get her out, mate.
I was like,
What was it? What did you get spoiled on?
I got spoiled with Ysera.
Yeah.
I got spoiled with. I think I accidentally spoiled it for you with the one dragon
Oh, that's
switching
fine.
sides.
I don't care.
Granted, that's out now, but I got spoiled with that. I got spoiled. I got spoiled the Abyssian thing, even though that was like writing on the wall. It would have been interesting if there was a more.
Yeah,
of
but it would have been nice to find out
Would've-
early, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would have been interesting. But I just.
Can't believe how fucking awfully you got spoiled.
I also as well the fact that it's America gets to play a day earlier, like that's annoying too because
Yeah.
like you're ready to do the raid and then the cinematic's already up and you're like okay.
Stan, that's a good question there. What do you feel about data mining? Because I fucking hate data mining.
For me,
I think it ruins
For
any kind
me,
of secret, any kind of
it depends on what it
excitement
is.
that's coming up.
Like for instance, data mining.
I hate it. I
stuff
hate it so much.
with like for instance League of Legends, like listening to the voice lines and stuff of the new characters before they come. I'm alright with
Let's
that.
go with MMOs.
But with MMOs, no.
I hate it.
I don't
And
like
I
it.
don't like the trend that companies have done where they show off the new stuff that's coming early. Like armor sets for Final Fantasy, for instance. Where they're like, oh, this is what the new tier is going to look like. And I'm like, I don't care. I want to see it when it's out and I get to go straight onto it.
That's a bit of hype for me. Like some of the
stand
armors you can get going forward. And
Mate, wouldn't it be
understand it.
cool if you couldn't data mine armor sets
That'd be
and
fucking
nobody
class.
knows what it looks like
Until
until
they
you
put it
beat
on.
the boss and you
Yeah.
put it on?
That'd
yeah,
be
it
fucking
would be
class.
cool, but
That'd be so
I,
cool.
I think it builds hype to see some of that armor myself. Like, I like to see what I can dress like.
I loved just like rocking into OG Vanilla WoW, wandering around seeing some dude in full Bloodfang or something, or the what's it called, the tier 2 paladin one, you know, the really cool hood, shoulder pauldrons and all that.
Judgment
Being like,
set.
yeah, the judgment, that's it. And just being like, that is the coolest shit in the world. Oh my god, and not knowing anything about any of that.
Regardless of what they show me for Final Fantasy 14 armor-wise, I'm still going to rock up into this epic final boss with the Fall Guys beating on my head, blasting the Fall Guys music through my earphones, like, because that's out now.
That's actually a thing.
That's
I'm
class.
going to playing it next week. I've seen some of the
Should,
stuff that you can get
play
in like
that.
the store for it. It's really
You
cool.
can actually do Fall Guys
the-
in Final Fantasy
Like
now.
the Parker you can get,
Like
that's really
proper
cool.
Fall Guys.
Yeah.
The little
They're
beads
like a nice
really
hoodie
good.
and everything.
Everyone's
It's
complaining
really
about the
nice.
netcode, though.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
so-
realized when I started
well-
playing Final Fantasy, I don't have the time to play MMOs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
The
Netcode.
We know the netcode is like crap, right? In Final Fantasy 14. You know that because of like, you know, standing in like raid markers and stuff.
Yeah.
You can basically like,
Get hit but not get hit.
yeah, you know, but it's really not working with Fall Guys. Like,
No?
no.
I'm not surprised at
You
all.
want to watch some of the like
Especially
videos on
something
it.
like that.
It's funny. It is funny.
With the netcode, right?
Yeah.
What is it? It's like you can stand in an ability, move out, and you still don't get hit.
It's like if oh yeah.
You have a bit of time because there's like a lag between when it actually ends and when you see it end, essentially.
The most
so
noticeable
why didn't they
is-
just fuck with the timings of like when it does damage and when the animation plays?
because it's different per place you live.
It's with
So,
ping.
Yeah.
It's
So
difficult to do
I don't
that.
know, if you have really, really low ping, it will be far more accurate. Whereas if we had
They
worse.
should do it like Jackbox did.
Oh,
Every
the
time you
little-
log into Final Fantasy, they'll play a beat for you, and you go boop boop boop, and then it
So
knows
you
how
figure
laggy
out
you
your
are.
own
That'd be
lag.
class. I'd love that. That'd be really good.
The Jackbox are really.
It's
good.
really,
was
a
really good.
really good idea.
Hmm.
Like you'd hit the beats that when you hear them, then it knows how laggy you are, and it adjusts the
Your
Guitar
input.
Hero thing so that you can play in time.
The only game I saw of you guys playing of that was that beat game.
The bird
and
one,
it
man.
instantly made me want to play it.
It's really good.
I was like, that's so cool.
I
I
The-
can't,
love
the
I
it.
can't
green
help
one was
myself
fun.
trying to play the hardest ones. It's so fun to try and hit all the.
It was
best.
hilarious being here, walking into your room and seeing you sweating like mad. Then I walk in Glenn's and he's like, oh fuck,
You give him the triangle. like,
basically.
Yeah.
ting.
And he's
The,
there like, oh, I'm fucking this up so much, it's so hard. And I look over at Stan who's playing Through the Fire and Flames. I'm like, yeah, it looks hard.
The deception one's really good. Basically, you'll get given something you are, and you have to answer the questions like you are that thing.
Oh.
And there will be 3 groups that you have to figure out that you're in, and it doesn't tell you what those groups are. So you have to guess like, you know, what each other is and what group you fit in together. But only the majority will fit into 2 groups. The third group is one person. They're the imposter. They don't even know they're the imposter.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
when you answer questions, you kind of want to write stuff so
As
you can be
vague
grouped
enough.
with your mates, but not too specific. They can go, that doesn't fit in with anyone.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
that's really cool though.
Because there was one where like we were just convinced it was Ben. We were like, it's gotta be Ben, boys. It's gotta fucking be Ben, and it was me. I was like, oh shit.
That's a
That
really
sounds
cool
fun.
idea.
It's
I-
fun.
whenever they release new games, that's a fun time though. That's a proper fun time there. There's
Yeah,
so much variation
this
to it.
Jackbox 10 was
It's pretty solid.
a really good one compared to like the last 3.
We played like 3 games, right? And then we're all good.
Yeah, we didn't even play all of them.
Yeah.
We played 3 and we were like, yeah, we fucking love all of these.
To be fair, that music one we spent like an hour and a half.
We did
on.
spend a long
It
time
was
on the music
really
one. It was
good.
really addictive.
Yeah.
It
really
looked really good. Okay, from that point on, we're gonna now move on to our favorite time of Am I the Asshole?
Yeah. We didn't even get to Classic Plus.
Well, I was gonna talk about that, but I was like, should we talk? Do you want? Have you got any thoughts on Classic Plus before we move on?
Might play it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
I know,
it.
right?
really?
Hmm.
It looks cool as fuck, though, right?
It looks interesting. From
I
what
actually
I've
didn't
seen.
look at anything about it.
Oh,
Ebbs,
okay.
Ebbs described it to me.
From
and I-
what
and I
I've
was like,
seen.
okay.
Not Classic Plus. It's testing the waters for Classic Plus, right?
It's level 25 cap.
Yeah.
with different things that'll happen, like basically new stuff in the older world.
Yeah, because
Mages as healers, warlocks as tanks.
the first one is
Black Fathom
Black Fathom
Depths
Deeps,
gonna
and it's
be
a 10-man, and it's treating it like a raid, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
I think that's a cool
as
as
in
fuck
devs,
idea.
is like, I would like to see.
How that works.
No, with Classic Plus, like, yeah, it's a raid mechanics. The mechanics gotta be good, because Black Fathom Deep's bosses do not work
No.
like a raid at the moment. But I was like, it would be nice to see some new textures, new boss models if they're gonna do this.
I'd love them to like actually make new stuff. So with that, I hope they make like a full on.
That's the
new
plan,
thing.
though, innit?
You'd hope anyway.
It'll work like RuneScape community voted stuff. Like, what can we?
Well,
hopefully.
hopefully that's what people have been wanting.
But then
for
at the same time, with
fucking
RuneScape, they
years
can't
and
add
If they're
anything
smart-
new because everyone's like, no.
If they're smart, they'll do it like RuneScape does. Like community just comes up with ideas. They say which one we're gonna do, and then the community votes on it.
But it shouldn't be a case of should we do this or should we not? Because
Which
the
one?
community
If they should
always
do it,
votes
which
no.
one do you have the most
Which one
interest
should
in?
we do? Yeah. So give them options. Which one should happen? Because from what I gathered, like other people talking about it in RuneScape,
Because
the
RuneScape,
community always votes
They've
no.
got-
yeah,
gotten a
because
lot
the
more
community
lenient with
has purists, don't they?
Yeah.
They're like, no, RuneScape is amazing as it is. I don't like change.
it used to be like it needed like I think it was like an 80% vote or something like stupidly high it needed for it, and they reduced it to like I don't know 65-70% needed
Works,
of
yeah.
yes voices, and then actually like they've introduced quite a lot of stuff. And it's all pretty fucking good from what I can see. It is RuneScape, so you're still playing fucking.
That's banging though.
It is a class one, but you know it's been out for 20 years, so we'll see. Yeah, there was that announced, and I thought that was such an interesting idea. But did you have any interest when Hardcore Classic came out? No, nothing at all.
But this is a new experience, isn't it? Like realistically, I played Hardcore Classic, not Hardcore, like original Classic.
When it came out again.
Okay, yeah. WoW Classic, but not original
Vanilla.
WoW Classic, yeah. But like that experience was just fucking like, you know, trying to get to max is too much.
That's
So
really-
I like
I
that the level.
I
cap
never
is
had
lower,
interest
but-
in Iron Man. Like people like Iron Man would love hardcore WoW. So, and I was like, I know how long it takes to grind up,
Yeah.
and I'm not for that. Especially if I die, I'm like, right, I'm out. I'm done. We're finished.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
There's a lot of interesting things about hardcore, and I think it's a cool idea.
I do think it's really
Concept.
cool. It's cool to see people dying.
It does make me want to absolutely.
I love clips of people dying and seeing their reaction to it. Wouldn't play it.
The
Bit of a
craziest
brutal
thing
thing
though.
out of context.
I'm
not
the
gonna
same
lie.
as you. I like watching that.
I've been
Lot of
playing
action.
it, and I went into like this was a couple of weeks ago, but I went into Deadmines for the first time as a healer, and the amount of terror and dread I felt for the fact that all their lives were in my hands, and I was like, if everybody dies, it's my fault. I was so stressed, and it was really weird to have that experience in an MMO, and it was a really cool idea as well. Just for the fact that I could be like, they've all gone into a fight. Fuck you, I'm leaving. And they could just all die. I was like, I feel really powerful, but also I'm terrified. It was so weird. It was
But
so
can't you get like
fucking strange.
reported for that as well? Like,
Who cares?
yeah, I'm just saying like that is like reportable.
I'll just go
offense in the
IDC.
game, right?
Easy.
DC, you walk it back.
Yeah, I'm just walking out of the fucking dancing while Hearthstone and out.
They
Like,
find you
fucking bye.
fucking having sex with someone in Goldshire, like
Yeah, instead. Well, I didn't let him die. Everyone survived. We all won easy. I didn't.
The amount of
let him
power you
die.
have. It's like someone's being like, "Oh my god, do better heal," and you're like, "Praise me, tell me nice things about me,
tell me I'm good.
or you're gonna die."
Ah, that might hit some triggers I've got. Jesus.
Yeah,
I'd be sat there and they're like, just heal better, and I'm like, you don't know who you're messing with.
I'm like, you know what? Oh, 50 silver right now.
Just be like, oh, okay, carry on pulling, and they start pulling, and I'm like, say sorry.
Say sorry right now.
As their health goes down, I give them a little heal just to keep them up. Say sorry. And I'm like, oh, too late. I DC'd. Alt F4, quit. Yeah, it was an interesting idea. I think it'll be a really cool idea to go through. I'd quite like to play as a 5 and like go through it, but I think it would just take so much time. it would be a long time to go through all that. And
I
what if
think-
people don't die?
When it comes to it's Season of Mastery is called, right?
I think so. Whatever it's
Was
called.
that-
Season to discover.
That's the
That's
one.
it, is it? What was Season of Mastery? That's something else.
That was an old thing.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So we should. It's definitely something we should put like a 5-man group together for on release
I
and
think it'd be a good idea.
play through because like when WoW Classic came out and we did like the 5-man group, that was an amazing
Yeah,
experience.
seeing you guys do that was an experience.
It was.
With
I had,
Glenn
like,
disappearing and fucking being on at like
I had
3
a
in the
mental
morning.
breakdown. Like
I know.
like,
I
genuinely, I was
watched
looking like
from the outside
Anduin.
in.
I
I
was.
What, in that
would love to
cutscene?
I was
do.
Anduin from that cutscene.
Yeah, I'd love to do those all-nighters again, where we literally lose our shit.
Yeah. It
Like,
was
so many
good.
of us just have mental breakdowns.
I had like 3 people turn up at my house while we were trying to do a dungeon.
Yeah.
And the boys were there like, so my dad turned up, something to do with a hose pipe, I don't know. Like, I was looking after one of the snakes from school during like the holidays. So like someone come over to feed it because they had to pick up food from the school for it. And someone else was there at the same time. I had Glenn there with me because he stayed over my house during the release of it.
Yeah.
So we just played it in like my house. And like with so much going on, I'm trying to deal with everyone, and the boys been like, "Come on, we got to get in this dungeon now." Like when everyone left and I sat back down, I was like, "I don't know where I am, boys. Like I don't know what's going on." Genuinely, I was so lost in my own like mind. I was like, "I need time."
The best story from all of that was Glenn taking a shower for the delivery man.
Yeah. He was like, "I gotta get back. I gotta get back." Like the delivery man's coming, and he's got a shower before he gets there. I was like, "Why? You just
Why are you
accept the
washing for the
delivery?"
delivery man?
You know?
He was having a wash for the delivery man.
The delivery guys are gonna be like, "I can smell your dick, mate."
Is that how, like,
He's
is that
like-
Glenn's
he's
method
like,
of dating or something?
Sorry, mate. Go away.
I'll sign for you, but
Mate, on Halloween, obviously I dressed up as a maid. And I was like, I don't want to order Starbucks because I have to answer the door as a maid. And I like my child, like, do it. So I eventually ordered Starbucks. He turned up. I opened the door. He looked at me and I went, don't ask. But he burst out laughing and gave me my drinks.
that's so good. So that happened in school recently. We did like a murder mystery thing on the last
Dressed
day.
up as a maid.
And no, so one of the guys I work with, we basically had to like randomly get our characters selected, but he was a female tennis player from the 1920s, and we had an Amazon delivery to the school, and he went out and collected it, and the guy was just like, "What's going on?" It's just good to see reactions like that.
Oh, God.
Just absolutely confuse someone.
That's fucking good. All right. Am I the asshole time? I'm
Yes.
desperate for a pee, so I want to... We're going to read a few of the... I'm going to read
Go on.
this, and while people discuss, I'm going to go for a pee. So.
Okay.
Yeah, Sam's going to read it, go, not the arsehole. Right, be right back.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Am I the asshole for not allowing my daughter to wear her late mother's wedding dress since she'll not fit into it?
Okay.
Just,
Oh, boy.
Just to start off with, what were we thinking of that title?
Well, she don't fit. She don't fit.
Yeah, it's,
I mean, I don't know what to say.
Is there an option to tailor it?
I don't know. My late wife was a very small person. When we got married, she was only 115 pounds, so her wedding dress size reflects
I was
that.
gonna say let's base it on the size difference now because you're gonna tell us.
Okay.
She passed away 2 years ago, so she cannot attend our daughter's wedding. That will be in 2025. Now, my daughter wants to wear the dress, and I told her it wouldn't be a good idea since she won't be able to squeeze into it. She told me she can just up the size of it, and I told her I would think about it. I looked into it, and they basically cut the dress up to size it up. I informed her no, she can't wear the dress since they would be cutting it up. This resulted in a huge argument about me gatekeeping my wife's things. I told her no again and that she can wear some of her jewellery. She hung up. She clearly thinks I'm a jerk, and my sons are now onto me to give up the dress. Am I the asshole? Since we was asked twice, my wife always wanted to go dress shopping with our daughters. She loved her wedding dress, and I don't think she would be okay with it being cut up. I also have a younger daughter since that was asked. Also, I'm confused why a lot of comments mention my youngest. My youngest is super skinny. Like, what the fuck? Oh, I never said she was super skinny. She won't fit into the dress because she's almost 6 foot. I don't know. The guy went on a bit of a breakdown at the end. I just threw my phone on the floor. Yeah, is that person the asshole for not wanting their daughter's or their late wife's wedding dress to be cut up so that it can be sized up for their daughter for their wedding?
I think he is a little bit of an arsehole.
Stan looks like he's got a spicy comment. He's
I
about to
don't
make.
know.
It's a tough one because there's sentimental value to the
It's her mum,
partner
right?
here,
Yeah.
but then there's sentimental value to the daughter there as well. It's really tough. So she really wants to wear this because it belongs to her mum. He
Yeah.
really doesn't want it like
He
defiled in a way.
he wants
because-
to hang on to it.
Yeah, but they both feel in the same emotion. That's the problem.
Yeah, but
They're
like,
different. Like
wouldn't it be so nice for her to just wear the fucking dress to her wedding?
yeah, it would. But then at the same time, he clearly can't like let go.
They're not gonna put
like,
it in the
he
bin.
doesn't want it like ruined. Like he sees
not
that
even
as it being
ruined.
ruined.
So somebody in the comments said, "Why do you want to keep this dress? What's the thing?" And his response was, "I've got sentimental value. So like it's like one of the last pieces of my wife I have left." And I was like, "Oh, that's really nice. Like, you know, I kind of understand it from that guy's thing." And then the last bit was, "I don't know my daughter's weight, but she is overweight. It would need to be sized up quite a bit." And I'm like, okay, there we
Basically
go.
buying a second dress for her. Like.
At this point, like I don't know.
Oh, he's basically like,
He's calling
I don't want my wife's dress to be for a fat person. But like,
Well, no, I can't. You can't say that. That's
come
like
on,
not what he's saying.
It is though, isn't it? Because he'd
yeah,
be
but
like,
no, but he's saying like it doesn't fit her
it's still the same dress if they
without
change
being
it.
untouched. Like,
Yeah, it'd be a bigger dress.
yeah, but like I don't know. He's still like he wants it.
It's so weird for a father to not be like excited to see his daughter in the dress that his wife has.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know, do you think he kind of likes it when he kind of opens the cupboard and like that dress is there as it was the day they got married? You know,
He doesn't want a fat dress.
I don't know. This is a really tough one. I think
It
both
is tough.
sides are feeling a lot of emotion around this dress, and
Yeah,
it's yeah.
it's different for me
I
because
kind of feel for both of
I
them.
don't
like.
care about weddings and I don't understand like the obsession with weddings and stuff like that. But like at the same time, like just let her wear the fucking dress, bro.
Yeah.
It's not like it's gonna go in the bin or get scrapped.
Mm-hmm.
It's just gonna be an upsized dress. And he's gonna look at it and go, "That's not my wife."
It'll be Franken dress, like.
And he's like, "I can't jerk off to this. She wasn't that size."
You wanted to jerk off to his own daughter.
No, but when he gets returned, he's gonna be like, "She
No, it
never
doesn't
fit
smell
there."
like her anymore.
I don't know. I just feel like if you're the father, you'd be like, "Yeah, I'd love to see my daughter in that dress."
Yeah,
Like,
you'd think.
You know, my wife would have wanted
Yeah,
that.
but
for
that's
her.
fine,
I
though.
would think.
But like at the same time, like that is an emotion to have to be like, yeah, I'd like to see my daughter in this, but at the
Nah,
same time, he
he's-
doesn't want to see
he's
his
hiding
dress,
something,
like,
mate.
ruined either.
He's hiding something.
I
He
don't think
jacks
he's
off
hiding
onto
it.
that dress.
No, I
It
think
needs a clean.
it's a sad story from both sides, in my opinion.
I do see it from both points of view. It's surprising why they can't just get like a dress that's very, very similar, or go to a tailor and get
Because
something
it doesn't
that's
have the
it's
same
basically
sentimental
the same.
value.
Ah, it's
I
not the
know.
mum's
She
dress,
wants
is
to
it?
wear it because of the sentimental value. He wants to keep it because of the
I know,
sentimental
but
value. So.
I'm gonna be honest, Dale. Like, if I don't know, I'm trying to think of somebody who's really small in our group.
It's a really sad situation that's going to cause a lot of trouble in the family. And neither side's going to see the other's
I
point
don't know.
of view.
If you had like a granddad that had like a suit that was really, really small and wouldn't fit you, and they were like, you get it all cut up the size of it.
I wouldn't get it cut up. I'd try to squeeze into it and just be like...
I know it's a weird example. Anyway, let's move on to the
pretend.
next
Yeah,
one.
Is it really
Like-
worth for as a father to like get your daughter's resentment just because you want to hold on to the sentimental value of a dress?
Like he's struggling to, you know, kind of put that aside. He's stuck to his emotions and feelings about the dress.
You know what I think? I think he's a shit dad.
Maybe. You got someone against dads, Kai.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
What's the other one? What's the other one I disagreed with before?
It's because a dad was involved, I know.
It was the stepdad who wouldn't take the Saturdays he had with his family off to look after a child.
Yeah,
That wasn't
it
it.
was.
Oh, the arsehole, yeah.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for telling my friend it's her fault for getting married and having kids late because the world won't wait on her now?
Huh?
Yeah.
Wait, say that
39.
again, sorry.
Okay. Am I the asshole for telling my friend that it's her fault for getting married and having kids late because the world won't wait on her now?
Okay, I think we're just gonna have to hear
We're
the
gonna
story.
have to hear the story.
Yeah.
I 39F have a 6-person girl group since college, all around 38, and that includes Mary, who is 38. We've been close throughout the years and have been at milestone events for each other. Mary just had a baby and is completely fitting the crazy new mother stereotype. In college, Mary has always been someone who had to make it known that she was unique or different from the rest of us, which wasn't as draining then as it has become now. For starters, all other women in our circle got married between the ages of 22 to 27, and we all have multiple kids, so the 5 of us were able to experience those milestones alongside one another and get closer as we shared similar lifestyles. Mary was very adamant on not settling until her 30s because she wanted to travel and have different experiences, which we all supported. Regardless, she would continue to make comments about how she's so lucky, unlike us, because we're tied down with husbands and babies. I think this is where she grew resentment towards us because we were in different places in life, and she was upset we couldn't have our group be similar to how it was in college. Then, into our mid-30s, it became a whole saga of she's getting older and can't find a husband because all the good men are married or divorced with kids. When she finally got married, many could not attend because it was a destination event and child-free during COVID. This caused a fight because she said how she was there for us during our weddings, but we couldn't put aside a week for her. We had told her about how we wished we could, but it simply was not financially feasible and didn't logistically work with our kids. But she just refused to hear us out and was simply so inconsiderate about our lives and families, saying we were horrible friends. Now, Mary just gave birth to her first child, and I was very excited for her. The only issue is that she moved from our state to a very remote place that's only accessible by a 6-hour car ride. Her baby is 6 months old, and none of us have been able to go up to visit her. I think she's been having a wrong idea of what a village is, and has essentially demanded in our group chat that we come up for the holidays and help her because she's having a hard time adjusting to mom life. But this would entail us all to take a week off, arrange childcare, figure out transportation, and book hotels during the holidays. It's gotten to the point where she's posting cryptic messages on Facebook bashing fake friends who won't be there for her. As much as I wish I could, I cannot physically support her in the way she needs me to do in this stage of life. It would have been completely different if she still lived in our city and this was earlier in life when we had less commitments or priorities. So I told her this, and that if she was hoping for this big village and constant support, she should have thought about that when planning out her life, because we can't all just pause our lives for her. So, am I the asshole?
Mary was a cunt from the get-go.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Mary,
She
straight
was-
from the start, was a
She
cunt.
was, I don't know, she was a cock. Like,
Yeah?
does anyone agree with her?
I
You have to be
agree.
really careful because they always will frame them poorly.
Yeah, no, I get, based on what we know, though.
Yeah.
Based on what we know, like, she was always very much like, you guys are having a crap time, look at me, I'm having a great time. Like, and you can guarantee that it probably didn't 100% go that way, yeah?
Yeah. I don't think they just shouldn't be friends anymore.
But that's it. They
'Cause,
should
like,
just cut ties at that point, like, it's
She
over.
she turned up for all this stuff, and they can't turn up for her stuff. So just don't be friends anymore.
Yeah, I know, but there's the like, the way that this friend is, like,
Phrasing this.
gaslighting them over it, like, you know?
Yeah, I know. It's just the fact that like even if like they did gloat a little bit, being like, your life sucks because you got kids. Like,
People change.
if they don't want to like, even then, if they don't want to like turn up because they're holding on to that or something, or they just don't want to make time for it, then none of them should be friends. So what's the point?
Yeah, they're not friends anymore. Like,
Yeah.
and that's just how it is.
Move on.
It's a very weird one because I think no matter how shitty somebody acted in the past, if they've obviously changed now and kind of evolved and grown, you kind of also, if you've been through motherhood and like being a parent and stuff, surely you should understand how difficult
Yeah,
it
but
is
if they're
to
not
start off
able
with.
to be there, then
Yeah.
No, I
they're not able to
understand
be
that.
there if she's
I mean,
just still
you also have
being
to take
a
into
horrible
account, right?
person about it.
They obviously are very spiteful about the past because they wouldn't have to mention it if they weren't.
Yeah.
So they are holding it against her.
Yeah, of course they
And
are.
that's why none of them want to make the time to actually.
Yeah, they don't
turn up.
want to make the time.
No.
But I mean, like,
Yeah.
at that point, that's because
Yeah.
you're not friends anymore.
Friendship's over.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, like,
if that resentment is still there,
yeah.
then
I think everyone sucks.
Yeah, I think they do. I think that's a
Like, if you really look at both sides, but like, it's, I don't know, they really picture Mary to be a prick there. Like, you know?
They
They
did.
definitely
I mean, they
did.
did paint her to be a prick, but she said she wasn't having kids till her 30s, right?
Yeah,
And they're talking about a person who was in their 20s. That's
that's fine.
that's
like,
a
you know.
long grudge.
They were late
Yeah.
30s, like almost 40 at this point when they said they were doing
That's
this
fine,
from
like, yeah,
20ish
you-
to 40.
You have kids when you want to have kids, like, you know.
Yeah,
That's
but
not-
what
Yeah,
I'm
but-
saying is,
What was it? Like, she's held on to that.
yeah,
yeah.
That's
the-
like
the
that's a
woman who
long
wrote
time
it
to hold a grudge.
held onto the grudge
Yeah.
for like 15
But
years.
it sounds like the comments and the things coming from the other person were ongoing for a long time anyway.
possibly.
Probably.
But like, we've got to believe what we're given in this situation at the moment.
I
yeah.
like to not believe what we've
Yeah,
been given
but,
because
like,
it will be
anything that we
immensely
think of-
biased.
Like, anything that we think of outside of that is completely like just, you know, fabricated by us. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
But then, you know, when the other
I
say
think
like
you just gotta
actions,
take it all with skepticism.
you know, like that saying was like actions speak louder than words. She still turned up for all this shit.
Yeah, that's true. And to be fair though, 6 months is a long time to not go and visit somebody, like I don't know.
You don't have to go as a group.
If Stan had a kid and lived like 6 hours away from us, it wouldn't take us 6 months to go see his kid. I want to see what little fucking Staniel looks like. Want to see if he's as big as he is.
We go in there, we start like fucking tickling his cock, going, "Who's a good boy?"
Well, Stan's got.
So one,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
one,
I thought, fuck, I hope you didn't have one for a second. I thought you meant the kid. And I was like, I ain't touching
About to
that.
say, that's,
no, no, thank
You
you.
know how like they rub
bro, I was so confused.
you
There.
know, like
One
they
and
rub
only
a
visit.
pregnant woman's belly.
Well, we just go and stroke his dick and be like,
Stroke
oh,
his dick.
good
His balls,
boy,
man.
good boy.
Should have started with Stan's dick.
yeah, it was a very different
Plus,
picture that was
the
being
fact
painted.
you went, his little dick, I'm like, is that a kid?
Yeah, I
Oh
phrased that wrong as well.
Yeah.
Stan has a massive beer can cock.
I was a bit concerned. I was literally about to say, well, that's your one and only visit. It was like,
Hey, it's not my fault you guys are disgusting. I just want to
we all
stroke
walk
Stan's
into
cock.
the house and we're like,
You
high
will-
five, good job, Stan. Comes to the corner.
Kaif leaves and stands like, Mary, call the cops.
Christ.
I love that though. That's your first and last visit.
Uncle
Okay.
Kaif isn't coming round anymore.
Just want to congratulate Stan on a job well done.
Oh,
It's a momentous occasion.
that would be fun. A funny thought though. Us all stood around Stan being like, good job, little boy. Right by microphone.
Hey, I didn't say little boy. I said little Stan's little Stan. Like, you know.
It's like, look. Unfortunately, people have spoken about my penis, whether I wanted it or not.
Yeah.
It's not being referred to as little, so I got confused.
It's your little todger.
Be a can cock, apparently. Like.
Yeah, so that's
Ah,
what people
it's not
say.
that
Oh, sorry,
big. I'm having my
boys.
doubts.
Sorry, Stan. Good job, little boy. Yeah.
Two-handed, like.
That's where my confusion.
And then
anyway,
you gotta like rub the elbow on the fucking balls.
Can you imagine that sight though? Like all the women go over to the woman and rubbing the belly, going, "Hey, you're pregnant," and all the men run over to Sam and go, "Hey, good job, buddy."
I can rub the tip of his dick.
we like coddle his balls.
Hey.
Good job, bud.
a very awkward experience.
Fucking. Hey, nice one. Clean her out.
Where did you put your finger?
Inside. Man, you gotta congratulate all of it. You're like, hey.
Stan's going, "Ow, ow, ow." You're literally sanding Stan.
Oh, I don't want to think about that. All right, we're stopping there. That was a horrific the end in there.
So he's
Okay.
saying everyone. I say everyone sucks.
I think everyone sucks personally in that situation.
It sounds like everyone probably said.
I think everybody sucks.
It's not great.
I don't think they're innocent.
I
they're
think
probably not.
both sides were probably
said,
awful,
the
but
information
one
we
was
have-
framed the other.
They're all being like, well, they're being like, oh, this person's a bad person, but they're probably all.
I think like part of the issue is more logistics rather than them going, oh, you shouldn't have like waited this long to get it done. I think the whole time thing's a weird grudge to keep. I feel the fact that she's a 6-hour drive away and the wedding was a destination that they couldn't get, like the kids will be looked after and stuff like that. I feel like the friends complained about the wrong thing there, but also the expectation from Mary is too much too.
I would
They would
agree.
have had a lot of time to plan, though, wouldn't they?
You'd think.
I just think, like, I held on to the comment that was made early on of like, your lives are all shit because you're stuck with husbands and a kid. Like I held on to that one, and like that's not okay. Like I don't want kids, but I'm never gonna be like your life's shit because you've got kids. Like it's no, because that was the decision you made. That's what you wanted. Like just
So you're like your life's shit because of the decisions you made.
yeah. But like, you know, some people might be like, oh, you're not having kids? Like that's such a
Yeah.
weird concept. Like, you know, you're not gonna like
Live your life.
pass on your like legacy to anyone. I'm like, that's fine with me. I just want to
Pass
live my
on
life. Like
to
I
other
don't
people, innit?
care for having kids. Like
It's
you
just
know.
one of those things to be like, they refer to him as a friend. They go, I'm not turning up to my friend's wedding and stuff because of
Yeah.
these comments they made in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
like,
they're clearly
that-
not friends.
Yeah,
Like, let's
so
be
that
fair.
for, that for me means they suck too because you're
But
lying.
Yeah.
You're
The
lying.
one side of it though is this Mary person sees them as she thinks they're still friends.
I
Yeah.
think
The other
I don't
people
know.
don't see them that way.
I think no matter what the other person's done, if they were or if you still consider them a friend, you should, you know, really be able to be the bigger person and kind of just be like, they might suck. You either cut them out of your life or just fucking be the better person and just put it to the side and go, that's how they are.
Yeah, it's
but,
not that
but
hard.
like
we-
Stan said,
Just carry on.
We
it is
literally
a logistical nightmare with kids as well. Then to like
Yeah.
sort that
Just take
kind
them
of
with you.
situation out. But
Chuck 'em in the
even
chocolate
then,
wagon and
that's
go
not just easy to do. You know.
no, but we all
I mean, I'm pretty
literally
sure
all of
they're
us
light.
went to
Grab 'em.
Singapore for
Chuck 'em in.
Glenn's wedding.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, we
not
did.
hard.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
But
And some of the people
I'd
had
fucking
kids.
do it again.
You know.
did they then?
Actually, I don't know.
I
No,
don't think
Josh might
anyone
not
did.
have at that time.
Did
No.
Jason go?
I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
know.
he did,
No, I
did
don't
he?
think he
Yeah.
did. But you got to take into account all the like the parents and stuff around Glenn's family would have had kids too.
Yeah. No,
So-
I know it's doable.
And you know,
Well, like, some
we
people-
spent this weren't 6 hours traveling for us. This
It's like
was
20 to 30 hours.
it was like almost a full day of traveling.
You know,
I
well,
went
mean,
to
it was
a,
like
uh,
16 or something.
I went to
Oh,
a
did they
family's
say no
wedding in
friends,
Australia,
kids
which is
allowed
like
at the wedding?
24 hours.
Huh?
I went to a family close
Australia?
family to Australia for a wedding.
How long
When
did it take?
it was about 24 hours ish. It's
a
like 20.
long
It's like
time to get to
23.
Australia.
You stop at Singapore and then you do another like 12.
Yeah.
It's a long flight. I think I was 10 and my sister would have been like 6.
Mm.
So I mean,
I can't say much. I live like 10 minutes from my mum, and I see her like every 4 months.
Oh.
I feel
We'll
like the
go see
further
it.
you
I'm a bad son, and I'm a
Should we go
bad
see you
son.
soon? We'll fucking pop up and be like, "Hi, Dale's."
nah Dale, I think the further you live from family, the more frequent you see them. When somebody is available to see you 10 minutes, you do kind of take that for granted.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just praying, like, when I moved close to her, she wouldn't turn up at my house. Like,
Fair.
keep the doors locked.
The friend said no kids allowed at the wedding. Right. I mean, let's be real. These people with families, they take breaks. They find times when they can have their kids babysit.
Yeah.
They don't go the entire year without having some
Yeah.
fun. And
Yeah,
a
no,
wedding
it's-
wedding is a
it's
one-day
doable.
event.
They
It is
just-
completely doable.
They don't care enough to do it, so
Exactly. They're not friends.
I think that's just kind of the end of it.
Only
yeah.
wedding I've been to, the bride fainted 3 times.
Hell yeah.
I
Let's
d-
go.
I don't get wedding culture. I don't.
It's weird. I'd like to I would want to get married. Just I don't care how many people's there, so long as I'm there and my partner's there.
I'd hope you.
Yeah,
I'd
so-
hope
for
you were there.
I'd invite mates if they wanted to, but
I don't think I even
like
cared to
depend
do it.
on what both of us
My
wanted
family
to do.
didn't
Some
even go,
family
man.
maybe, but
Yeah.
because we just did like the partnership, and we were just trying to like make sure that we got it done, like, you know, when we could essentially. So the plan for us was, let's do the legal stuff now, and once everything's sorted, let's do like
Something
a
big, won't
wedding
we?
party type thing, so that family and friends can actually come.
Yeah.
Because like,
it's my idea.
yeah.
I don't need to do it for like legal purposes, you know. If we
'Cause
need
there's
it,
less pressure on
And
it. as
that
well.
was it. Like, we just kind of did that bit, you know, and we're happy with that. And then, like, there are people who I'm sure were like, oh, you know, it would have been nice if we kind of came and experienced that. I was like, well, yeah, we'll just do a party at that point, you
That's
know,
fair.
that people can attend.
I would have definitely flown over. Would have fucking popped a suit on.
Yeah.
I was trying my willy, so it was nice.
Honestly, like I said, I didn't invite
No, that's fine.
anyone. Like, so.
Well, look forward to the party. I think it's actually better to do that as well, because then you can just enjoy the party because there's
Yeah,
no
well, that's
pressure
it.
on
There's
it.
no
as well.
pressure on, and we just want to have
You
a
just
party
chill out.
where like both families are involved, friends are all involved.
Yeah.
Like,
Hell yeah.
if I ever did a wedding, I think I wouldn't invite Josh just to just see him have a meltdown.
At the window, like.
Yeah. And then on the day, I'd be like, you can come.
That'd be funny.
Just
Though.
a-
You
just a
know you would get 1,000 DMs off it.
Yeah, just a little bit of drama, like, you know.
You turn
Don't
up at your
answer
house
him the whole
daily.
time, like.
Yeah.
You turn up your house multiple times.
literally
as
would,
well.
You
yeah.
turn up at the wedding, probably.
Yeah, you would,
Of course you
without that. But it like leading up to it. Yeah,
You turn up in his suit and everything, you'd be like, I am coming. I'm coming, yeah.
pay for bouncers to keep him out, like.
Yeah. Really,
This
really
man.
just fuck with his mental.
Just get a picture of him and be like, don't let this in. And he'd come in with a mustache and beard and everything.
Yeah.
Just
I'd be
be
like,
like, I'm coming.
please watch out for Josh and also Yosh.
Yeah.
Go on, Stan. End the podcast.
Huh?
Give us an outro.
Huh?
Give us an outro.
Huh? Okay.
Look into the camera and say goodbye.
Okay.
Speak English.
This has been the Tavern podcast with me, your ending host with
Good
What's
boy.
your name?
What's your name?
What
You
am I-
did say your
forgot?
name. What's your name? He's forgotten his name.
Stan. Hello. Me. Hello. I hope you enjoyed the podcast, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed. It was me, Stan, with Dale, Sam, Kaif. We spoke about many, many things. I don't even remember what we started with, but I hope you enjoyed.
Tell me you love him.
I like you as a friend.
Bye.